I don't care if Mattel says he's a neutral party. As far as I'm concerned, he works for Merman. Hello and welcome back to another figure review. Today we're taking a look at the MOTU Origins Frog Monger. And starting off the review, as always with the articulation, it's entirely standard. Barbell joint for the head, though it doesn't get a ton of range because of the neck guard. Universal joints for the shoulders, elbows, and wrists. Swivel at the waist. Bowl-jointed hips that work like universal joints. Universal joints for the knee. There's a boot. It's a very tight boot cut here. And universal joints for the ankle with an offset peg for a nice splay. And moving on to the more interesting part of Frog Monger, accessories. I do just quickly want to talk about the art stand, because there's really, really good art on the mailing box. And more than that, there's unique art here, though, well, it's a colored version of this art, but it's also been refined. This is definitely more sketchy. But then you turn it around to the back and you get absolutely gorgeous art. All of the denizens of the dungeon in Grayskull escaping out of the grate. Which means we finally get to see what these guys look like. And maybe we'll get figures of... we're getting the octopus, but maybe we'll get a Wolfman, that'd be cool. They could easily make that skeleton out of the Skeletor Trooper parts. And finally, to talk about art, you do get a mini-comic exclusive for him. Of course, my luck, it's got a little bit of damage on it, but personally I'm not a huge fan of the story they come up with for him. I kind of wish he was just a weird guy and not, mutated. Also kind of wish they didn't make him sort of a neutral party good guy. Just not what I would have done with the character, though I do want to point out that 2000X Prince Adam. And these may look familiar to some of you. Anyway, let's talk about the accessories that he actually comes with. You do get this sort of trident blaster thing. It does have some paint apps. The black on both sides is painted. I don't really know why they sculpted the hands like this, because you can't fit this into that gap easily, and honestly, the little nubs on his fingers already holds it, so I kind of feel like they could have molded it better, but whatever. A lot of the parts on him are from Modulock. I mean, the torso and the legs, and unique hands, which is nice. You can actually... Come on! There we go. Can't actually take the jetpack off, and he looks real weird without it. They definitely sculpted the head with the intention of you keeping it on, because, yeah, he's kind of got like a weirdly long neck, and I mean, even if you bring the head down, it still looks a little weird. There's a huge gap around the back. I do want to point out that something with the injection molding for this piece went real weird. And it's consistent because my friend got a couple of these and it's the same. But down here it got real gnarly with the swirl. I don't know what happened there. And as for a quick size comparison, I mean, he's pretty much normal height. Very, very slightly taller by like a millimeter, but I mean, it's a standard buck. What do you expect, right? So, to wrap this review up, I'm okay with Frog Monger. I mean, he's kind of something special, because, you know, one of the dungeon denizens of Grayskull, so that kind of makes him special, but he's okay. As a figure, he's not really anything special. I do like it. It's a nice figure. It's not one of my favorites. But he will fit in nicely next to my Lords of Power Merman and Whiplash, Clawful, the other aquatic guys. I will say the belt really should have been silver with a purple gem in the center, the same way that the backpack is done. It would look much better than the yellow they went with. But aside from that, I don't really have any complaints. And that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. Subscribe and hit the bell to be alerted for future reviews. Come chill in the Discord. Follow me on Twitter, if that's even still around. And consider supporting me on Patreon so I can keep bringing you videos like this. And, as always, until next time, happy building.